So from the time you entered in this hall, you started meditating. Our body, how many you know that we are not this body? Because there are a lot of people here who are new, who just started. How many of you think that you are body? That's your experience, na? Psychologically, you know you are not the body, like you got that information. But your day-to-day experience, what does it say? The day-to-day experience is of the body and mind only, na? Emotions and thoughts. So until I find who I am, I have to know, I have to feel I am this body and mind and thoughts and emotion. There is nothing beyond that. So we have to start where what's our experience is, na? We cannot deny what is there. So if I say I am enlightened and throughout the day I am only experiencing my mind and body, so I am not enlightened then. Na? What are you experiencing now? By the way, you are meditating now. From the time you came here, you are meditating. So that you are, if you have a definition of meditation, like I will sit eyes closed and then I am meditating. So from the time you entered in this hall, you started meditating. What is your experience of this moment?
I'm just saying there's no body, there's no mind, there's no thought, then relaxed. Just going in that of you're trying to find where the light is. You're just trying to find where the light is. You just say, okay, I'm not body, now I'm not the mind, now I'm not the emotion, I'm not the thought, I'm not the feeling. Then I'm still going. Then who am I?
I think self-inquiry is, from the time I've come, I'm just trying to look for the answers you're asking. I'm just imagining sometimes especially when you see the night sky with all the stars and you are just on your own, no one is disturbing you, you are just, these are all the thoughts that we think that time when no one is around, no one is talking, and it's like a self-talk, like when I feel all alone, no one is around, I think all these things, and talking to myself, looking at this.
Have you ever asked question, who is talking to whom? In your head, you are talking, right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
So to talk, you need two people.
Correct.
So have you ever asked this question? Who is talking to whom in my head? So now we are entering into self-inquiry, meditation. So the first question we ask, who is talking to whom? You experience that dialogues every day, yes or no?
Yes.
In your head?
Yes.
Have you ever stopped and asked, who is talking to whom?
Yes. So there's a limited self in me, someone who's asking that unlimited self and tell me the answer. So when I get that answer, it's like, oh, okay, this thing. So there are two things that are going on. One knows everything, one doesn't know, one is confused.
And we know that on our experience, whatever separates, it's mind only.
But then how come one knows the right answer? And then it satisfies the second one.
What happens after satisfaction?
Then this one comes down to chill.
Okay. And then what happens?
Then you move on.
Then again comes on.
Then later comes later.
Again we have to satisfy.
Yes.
Are you referring to the question who is the observer? Who is the observer of the world, or who is the one inquiring? I'm referring to Ramana Maharishi, for example, who was always whatever you think, go back to who is the watcher.
Correct. Can anybody who knows the observer also? Do you understand? So people come up till observer. I am the observer of everything. But who is observing the observer? But anyway, we'll reach there slowly. We'll go step by step. Have you ever asked who is talking to whom? You're talking now in your head.
Yeah.
Yes or no? simple inquiries are which can really we can bring a very profound meditation within you. Just simply asking this question, who is talking to whom, will bring a big silence in you.
Talking to yourself. Is the mind talking?
If so, you have to ask and answer yourself. Okay. So if you say mind is talking to self, means there is a mind and there is a self. That means you are not the mind. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So on hence proved that I am not the mind. So by not only by the definition or information we need to know I am not the mind or body, it has to be our own experience. Not just because Sadhguru saying I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the body, you are doing like a parrot. But you have to investigate in yourself through the self inquiry, step by step.
I think we seeking answers from the universe. But to get the answer, we need to be enlightened our inner self so that we can get some answers. Because no one can give you answers like individual, any person's here.
Yeah, that's why we even
explain what we are thinking, what we are talking, what we want to know. No one can understand that. But it's just the vibrations, I think, that goes to the universe, and somehow if we make ourselves ready to get answers from our inner self.
Our inner self. And so we want answer from our inner self. So am I the inner self, or we, the one who wanting answer, is the me?
I think both are one.
So this is called self-inquiry meditation. Okay, so you don't have to get entangled in question. Okay, this is the question which brings the silence in you. It makes your mind completely
Confused.
not confused, silent. It makes it brings you to a state called don't know mind. What it comes to bring? So in the beginning of the session only I said, if you can have don't know mind, if you can have the beginner's mind, and if you pray to the God you believe in, like you said, universe will decide to give you answer, then there is a possibility. So self-inquiry does not give you answer. It brings you to the state of don't know mind. It brings you to, imagine the baby in the cradle. When you are born, the baby is in the cradle. You ask him, who are you? He'll just look at you, yes? So that's what happens in self-inquiry. When I ask who is talking to whom, you just become baby. Do you understand? So any question which makes you baby with a completely silent no answer is the state where you receive the blessing. So you have to hold on to that state as much as you can throughout your life, and you, in that not knowing, in that baby, you know how baby gets everything provided to him. So as soon as you become baby in that don't know mind, I don't know nothing, and you are keeping your mind open to receive, you will be provided. The biggest problem is not that there is a shortage of grace. The problem is that I am not ready to receive it. Grace is flowing every moment, every second. But this instrument needs to be tuned to that grace. So what we are trying here today is tuning. I am trying to tune my instrument, and with my instrument you are trying to tune your instrument. So the grace can follow wherever you go.